Okay. Good afternoon. It's Friday. I'm Great Uncle Pixel. My game jam is successful in the sense that the game was not as far along as I wanted, but I got it in. I submitted it, and checking the data, that puts me ahead of 900 other people. So I feel good. I feel good about that. I'm probably going to continue working on it in the future, but right now I've been itching to get back to shooting stuff in space. Let's see if I remember how this program works. Huh, so this is Godot, huh? It's weird, it has all these words in it. Normal? What is that? Three-way? What? I don't know. Yeah. So, just looking at this, meant to look at it earlier, but it's been kind of a brain tiring day. Friday is just lazy Friday. Not lazy. Oh, good. Anyway, so I'm just looking over this, trying to remember. I already made a backup earlier today because today one of the things I learned in learned in while making my other game is how to make characters move about more fluidly. Let's take a look at this game again. We got a game here. We got Space Invaders. Or, no. Not that obvious. It's more obvious with the frog. Notice how he's kind of jumping from position to position as he moves? Well, I bet I can make it. Man, I've forgotten I'd done this to him. But I left him with 4 health. Yes. Turn that background music down a bit. It has been suggested that I not work on this game too much more, because I have all the stuff I like to do done, which is attacks and enemies and such. I do like this game, however. I do still like this game. But what I want to do is update it so that it. Ow. Update it so that I'm using actual physics to move the characters around rather than moving their positions manually. I guess, for the spaceship, it's fine as is. It seem to be moving too, badly. Jittery. But some of these guys, yeah. This guy with his random movement especially. Oh, right, I forgot that's the sound of. Oh, that amuses me too much. Whoop. That amuses me too much. I'd forgotten that that was the sound effect I had used. I may adjust it. Clink, 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 clink. All right, frog again. This one with the, well, not the correct number of hit points, really. They only have a few. And they should have a lot more. Master Eye. There he is. My buddy. Right, I never finished animating this. His shots. Oh, right then. I did give him a nice sound effect for those big shots. Yeah, it's most noticeable, I think, on the frog, the way it jumps around. Oops. Did I? I don't remember. These guys are worth 20 points each, yeah. That guy's worth a lot of points each. Oh, that's the worst. Did I make it? 573. Right. The points add up after the explosion. Yeah, 200. I'll look at these guys again, make sure. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I'm not touching. Guy's 400. This guy's 600. That guy's hungry. Guy should be 800. No, this is six. This guy's 600. Right. Gyro's 800. Oh, oh. I forgot to put on my text to voice. I forgot to put on my text to voice, but hang on, I see a message to me. Did you hear back from the Game Jam? Uh, I didn't exactly hear back from them. The people are commenting on my game. Hang on, lava. Let's see. I'm gonna put a. There we go. That's the rating page, and I've gotten a few comments. I've gotten a few nice comments and a couple of, you know, constructive comments. Even needs quite a lot of polish, one of them said. Yeah, I'm in no rush for this game. This game, back to Space Deflators, I'm in no rush. So there's no, I doubt. Oh yeah, there's only 380 entries out of I don't know how many people joined. Haven't rated. Doesn't. Oh, so 5 day, 5 more days voting. Some of these games look really, really good compared to. But I am assuming that they're also using pre-made graphics, which or some of them have graphics as simple as mine, just squares and blocks. So yeah, no one has said anything about my graphical fidelity, which is what I was most. And I realized one of the changes I made at the very end. In fact, want to reply to that comment. I'm going to do that right here on the stream. Watch me. Watch me work now. Hey, hip, hip, and everywhere. Hip, hip. So hip to be square. Oh no, I'm getting do. See right here. See right here. I was this one. This one, yeah. Can't see what's below you. I realized, one of the comments is, I to be no spikes on the side of the block. Build time. Hmm. Uh, yeah, and I just realized just now that I could have fixed the floaty jumps in that game by changing how quickly gravity affects you. Basically increasing the gravity. I don't know if I increase the gravity. Uh, I'm gonna shorten that. Sounds like I'm making excuses. I'm not making excuses. I just yeah, I ran out of time, and other things I wanted to add included a timer, so the game would be beat your best time. A timer, a way of keeping track of your, like of your high score, your best time, like I did way back in find the flag. I wanted to fix that floaty jump, but yeah, I just kind of ran out of time. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, you can't actually vote on my game in. I just put it in chat for the sake of just to the games can only be voted on by people who made their own submission. But there's under 400 submissions, and there were over 1,500 people who signed up for the jam. So um, I did pretty well. And not a single all the comments I've gotten on it, no one has said anything about the graphics. So yeah, that's and yeah, I got it done. It's not as polished, anywhere near as polished as I would have liked. But oh, was there one comment about the graphics? Hang on, maybe I didn't see that. Oh yeah, there was a comment on the game page itself about the graphics. Yes, but that was a good one actually. As I said, the animation is smooth. Yes, yes, that's the one. I can't take credit for the animation. I can my exquisite graphic designer. Even that's not the intended finished sprite, but it looked so good. Certainly better than the stick figure I threw in there. I mean, the stick figure was always meant to be a placeholder. That was never going to be the finished sprite, even if I had to make the stick figure animate myself. Yeah, but yeah, there were no comments about the placeholder nature of some of the graphics. Really, I said this to my graphic designer the other day that I was kind of losing motivation for the game, but then I saw that animation and went, okay, Okay, now I see what this game is supposed to look like, and I can work with this. I was getting tired of looking at my stupid stick figure. I mean, it was supposed to be a stupid 2 second stick figure. I'm not saying a game has to have great graphics for me to be excited about it. I'm quite I quite like the graphics of Space Deflators, just even though it is blocky and boom, it is blocky and boom, simplistic. Yeah, I'm just playing it to remind myself of where I was. And yeah, oof, working as intended. I like the ship's shots. They're just so random. Yeah, let me. I haven't made any changes yet, but I've already backed this up as I said beforehand. Okay, I'm going to stop that there. I believe I've ooh. I need space. Space. Add child node. Character body 2D. Call it boss body. Because it's going to go right here, and I'm going to drop boss. All this stuff is going to be a sub thing of boss. Now, by itself, that's going to mess up like tons of code. Let's see, if I hit play, it's probably going to crash immediately. Let's see. Okay. Get parent. See, now my boss thing is down a level, so space equals get parent. Get parent. Okay, so that may still work. Uh, this is probably if get parent dot aliens. So let me replace get parent with space. All instances of get parent with space. Because okay, that is the first thing I need to check. get parent. Because it should be space. Capital S. Space. 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 Want to go to space. See if get parent. Yeah, I can't believe I left all these get parents in here when I have get parent. I mean, I think I put these in first, but get tree, get child, get child. So let me rerun it and see if anything, see what else crashes. Thought that would be the case. Actually, no, that's wrong. Boss body. What did I just do here? Now, I need okay. Okay. I just want to see. I'm just going to keep hitting it. It's going to crash every time. Okay. Where? What? Which? This is in space. And yes. Okay. Hit run again because it's only showing me one error at a time, which is annoying. Where we go. If not space. Ah, there's the problem. Space equals get parent dot get parent. This is in bonus. Wait, where's bonus? Bonus shouldn't be doing that. Oh, hang on. No. Space is still the parent. Bro, where's intro? The child 9 dot get child 0 dot intro. That's the problem. Okay. I didn't mess that up worse. Let's see. If not get parent dot boss. Okay, this is boss. Oh, okay. There we go. Space. Okay. Oh, I see the problem. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You didn't need to see that. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, it's um yeah, no, I was working on the other new. Did I not turn on my speech chat? I don't think I did. Hang on. Uh but yeah, I'm back here because the other game was for a game jam, and that game jam ended on Wednesday. I'm probably gonna go back and work on it some more later. Let me see here. Okay, good. The thing's working there. Okay, good. Seems to be working. There we go. Minimize that. But yeah, I'm back to working on this because I learned some things from working on the other game. I want to incorporate them into this one, and I think the goal is on Monday to start another entirely new game. This one is it's not done. This one has ways to go before I'd call it properly done. It doesn't have a title screen. It doesn't have a game over screen. It doesn't have. It doesn't really have the levels I wanted. Like I want to have 25 stages, and right now it only has 10. And I wanted more aliens per stage, make it a bigger, shootier game. So, but yeah, Monday I have thoughts of another new game, and I can get back and polish this one up, and polish up the other new game eventually too. Once I get some nice graphics. So, as you can see, I'm having a couple of problems with the new features I'm implementing here. And may not even be worth implementing, but that's why I made a backup. Ah, so boss is 0, 0. Boss body. Check that. Space. Should initialize the location. Where are you initialize? Initialize aliens. There it is. I don't want that one. Uh, yeah, that's what I want, actually. Uh, if not boss, if boss. Let's make that global. This thing is wrong here. The frog ain't appearing now. Oh, there he is. Just want to make sure. I just put a bunch of Z's in here somewhere. I probably did. It's fine. Aha! There we go. Get rid of you. There'd be some problem. Space. Find get parent aliens. Make sure there's no, because, okay, something that's not. Those get parents are fine. Those get parents are fine. Where's the boss? Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good right there. That's good. Oh, did it crash? You annoying thing. Sure it didn't crash. Make sure I didn't put any extra Z's in there. Okay, good. Uh, Grunkle. Grunkle. Uh, this is only step one, making sure it's working correctly. Step one of the little changes I wanted to make. Kind of want to do it with the aliens too, but I want to do it with the bosses especially. That has me a phone call. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. I may work on this in my free time if I feel like it. Uh, yeah, I just want to make sure all the bosses, like I didn't mess up the bosses by, hold on, let's wait for it, wait for it. Hee 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 hee. Anyway, oops. Tougher than he looks for such a basic pattern. I think I do want to re-record that, or not re-record it, record it. Make it myself saying intruder alert. Oh, problem. Attacking. Okay. Okay. What is this? This is in P shot. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm really proud of that one, honestly. That should fix that. Yeah, I am seriously quite proud of that bouncy attack. Let me get rid of some of these old commands that are flapping around here. So yeah, I don't want to mess with these shots, even though technically these shots are the first thing I should fix in terms of their physics, because they really don't have any. I'm moving them by hand, as it were, which is why some of them look a little jumpy when they fall. But they should have gravity instead, or maybe not, because gravity would make them accelerate as they fall. And I want them to fall at a constant rate. And I can do that without invoking. I can have them move without invoking gravity. But in any case, let me shrink that. There we go. I want boss body 2D. I don't have to worry about collision because the sprite has collision, so I don't have to worry about the. I don't have to worry about boss body having collision. Okay. Create. And let's see this new script, which is, oh, here it is, which has some generic. So yeah, I'm going to move. I'm going to recreate the boss's movement routine. Do, 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 do. The boss's movement routine in this new function. That'll probably make it smoother, in theory. Boy, I don't really want to do that. This is no, it's okay. It's okay. But that's the whole reason I made a backup. But their movement is so tied to their shooting. So tied to shooting, especially for the ones who pause. Except, like the frog who pauses before shooting. And that's the only example. No, it's not the only example. The other example is, of course, the Muncher. Flawed the Muncher. Wait, did the game crash? I don't want it to crash. Okay, it doesn't look like it's crashing. It looks good. Looks good. It's not crashing. Yet. Uh, Sorry, I'm just sitting here trying to think of what I really want to do here. Why am I doing this? That sounds more existential than I meant it. It's like what am I trying to accomplish here? I'm asking myself. Not in a broader not in the broader meaning of life sense, but in the focus down. Okay, what am I trying to do here? What is the goal of this change? And the first goal is to make the bosses just kind of move more smoothly. That's the main goal here. I want them to be moving smoothly. Now, to that end, speed and jump velocity to be variables. All right, that's fine. I didn't really have to change their names. They could have stayed all capital, but yeah. First of all, I don't want them to fall. I might have put in a. This might have. Yeah, I just want to make sure it didn't fall. So doesn't need to have a jump command. In fact, it doesn't need to have any of this. It does need to have move and slide. That'll be important. But yeah, these are the default commands for making a character move in a 2D platformer. Yeah, I'm not even sure I need jump velocity in here. And I'm really not sure I need this at all. I don't need it to be initialized. Okay. Whoops. We got the colon. Ooh. Ooh, I feel a little mentally out of it today. Just a little not sure I want to do this at all kind of feeling. And I know why. I know why. It's that this already works. I don't want to mess with it too much. I don't want to mess with it and risk destroying it. Let's see. Bare space. That's a node 2D. That's interesting. I didn't even realize. The hit and armor sounds are audio stream player objects, while the explosion sound is an audio stream player 2D object. And I'm not sure what the difference there is. For one thing, hit and armor can't be hidden. Interesting. Yeah, I think some of these audio stream player 2Ds should have been audio stream players because they don't need to move with the character. What is your problem? Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll leave Delta in there. So basically, I want to go back to the boss routine and check its movement. What do I have? Alien movement. Okay, it's been a while, so I'm trying to remember my numbers for one thing. So what is this? Let me copy this here. I want boss type. It's in here. We want match boss dot boss type. And you know what? I'm just gonna copy this. I'm just gonna copy it, drop it. Sorry, I'm gonna copy all this. It's gonna be messy at first. I'm just gonna drop it right here. Now, yeah, there's a lot of red. That's fine. Because I've got to set a lot of these variables. Let me do a quick copy and paste here. Whoop. Where are you going, mouse? Come back here. Okay, good. If not, boss files and animations here. Yeah, it's because these variables I have to check down one. Except these are not the right. This is not the right one. I miscopied the. I copied the wrong thing here. Doesn't need to be here at all. Oops. No, what I need to change, or what I need to I need to do alien movement. Here we go. I need to, I need to just copy alien movement entirely out of here. Put it, uh, put it here. Except I don't want, not the function itself, just these. Okay. Global position things will all need to be replaced. Yeah, I like doing it. Yeah, doing it this way is good because I'm not deleting it from the other one. I'm just going to not, I'm going to leave it in but dummied. Nothing will call it. So there we go. Why dear? Okay. Are these, in fact, I don't need most of these variables. Now just check down, just check this one. Is motion a variable I defined? It is. So yeah, can go up here. This. If boss type equals 0, boss type should never equal 0, right? Oh, let me look at my bosses again. I've forgotten what they are. It's been too long. So let me see here. Okay, this is Piata. Actually, let me go up to space. Okay, so let me just jot this down and file, new tab. Just jot this down here. I don't need to use their official names. So 10 ship or Temagaz, 3 Vlad, 1 Frog, 2 Master Eye. Oh, Belt Halad. Is that Piano? Euro Master Eye. Okay. In that order. So 10, 4, 3, 1, 2. Okay, okay. We're going down here. Yeah, I'm feeling tired today. So boss type equals 0. Boss type equals 1 and motion Y equals 0. Okay, so whoa, nope, 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 nope. Hang on a second. Let me just simplify that for myself. Create a temporary there. No. Um, int. Our boss type is an int. And I don't want it in ready. I want it here. Put it right here. Boss type equals boss type. There we go. Set it here. Okay. Put a boss there. Okay, good. Okay. My goodness, this is a mess. What the heck? Okay, yeah, I need to rewrite these all from scratch. I need to write it all from scratch. So, so I have a variable, preset variable called, wait, did I create velocity? I did not create velocity. Velocity is part of character body 2D. I thought so. Get gravity is also part of that, but I'm not going to be using gravity. So I'm not worried about gravity. Velocity x equals direction times speed. Oh, and hold on a moment. Someone's at the door. Be right back. Let's see what's going on here. If you hear screams, call the police. That was fun. Oof. Well, that was fun and a little pointless, but you know, whatever. Ah, interrupted my train of thought though. Doorbell's ringing. It was just someone who wanted to be let in the building, and I guess my bell was at the bottom. Bell bottoms. Uh, right. Anyway. Hmm. Okay. Just staring at this. Sorry, it's just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay. Chiada. Horizontal motion 10. Vertical motion does have vertical motion, but not very much. In fact, I can leave it. I can have it. Leave it as is, with the global position being moved uh directly. So that can be a tiny bit jumpy. Temagaz. Horizontal motion. Horizontal motion is random. Where is it? That's boss type equals 4. And what the heck? Everyone is calling me today and hold on. Gotta love it when someone calls you just to say speak way too quickly in French and then hang up on you. So, um, yeah, whatever. Horizontal motion. Okay, Randy range 10 to 100. Document. Speed deflators. Uh, Lod. Lod has that is the oddball of the group. In that he moves is I do want to use velocity. I'm going to separate velocity x and velocity y because I already did for most of these. So horizontal motion appears to be 10. Attacking. Vertical motion down is 75. And vertical motion up is 30. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine too. That needs to stay in there. This needs to stay in there. I'm going to replace most of these motion X's with boss type equals 0. There is no boss type 0. Not sure what this is doing here. If boss type equals 0, then it shouldn't be moving at all. In fact, yeah. If boss type equals 10, we have a Y deer. Uh, Boss type equals 10. That's Piata. So it does. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll figure out what's going on here in a minute. But where's boss type? Boss type 4 is the no. Boss type 1 is the thing. Phew. Okay. Yeah, I really don't need speed here. Just make it a float. And let's make a new match statement. Right here. Match boss type that will incorporate all of this garbage into a much more. So we got 10. Is my text to speech working? That's a good question. Huh. Someone dareth spoken at yous in French of all foul languages. Yes. Yes, they did. Oh, it was terrible. There I was minding my own business, and my phone went, "Hey!" Except it didn't sound like that. Also, my sorry about the delay. My headphones had turned themselves down when I put them down for a second. I had to pick it back up and turn them up. Oh, I don't know why I'm so tired today. I've just been. I had lunch. I slept well. Passed out pretty quickly last night and slept all night. I have to tell you, my guplings, I'm glad it's almost the weekend. I thought I'd be feeling better today than I did yesterday because of I kind of wore myself out on Wednesday, both mentally and physically, with all that walking I did, with all that thinking I did in the morning and afternoon, and all that walking I did at night. But I thought I'd be recovered by now, and I'm not feeling recovered at all. How do I program? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember what programming's like? Yeah, I like math too, but what is all this programming? It's all happening? Apparently, I've got to type stuff? Oh, math and typing and. Mm, and thinking about stuff? Velocity dot x equals 10. This is probably too thinking. Yeah, I've got to think and like do. Did you know that I have to do things? Oh goodness. Uh, okay, hang on. If not paused and not in space aliens encounters greater the speed and not frog eyes, alien movement counter equals 0. Okay, so let's boop, boop, boop. Shut that off. That should turn off all the movement commands for all the bosses. Oh, if space aliens is greater than 0, yes, and not boss intro. Good, good, good. Boss type equals boss type, match boss type, boss type, boss type, boss type. 20, not 20. Next one is 4. Okay. Need that. Velocity x equals. Yeah, because I want this to change every frame. That's all there is to that. That one's done. Next is 3. Now 3 is tough. Not that tough. I'm gonna copy this. It has to be then. It's pretty easy. This is gonna work. This is totally gonna work, you guys. It's totally gonna work, you guys. Oh, no, no, it's not right. Okay. Hang on, I do need, do I have motion? I have motion. I don't need motion now. Hang on, I do need motion. Motion? Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Do need this. Okay. I need this. I need this. Okay, I need that. I need the one, this one. Important, important. If was it? And these stay as is. But these are important. These are important. Times motion x, so it keeps track of it. Now, the tricky one is 1. Not. Okay, that should be fine. If not Boss Frog Eyes. Yeah, that should work. Should be a similar one for boss type equals 4. Boss type equals 4? No. Boss type equals 1. Yes. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like that. Like the way it calculates that. This one. Else. L if. Okay, so -1 is up. -1 is up. 1 is down. Okay. Perfect. Oh, nope, I don't want that. Because I want motion Y to exist. No, I guess I don't want motion Y to. Doesn't matter. Motion Y isn't called anywhere, so I don't need Lost Frog Eyes. Now, how fast does he move? Oh, I forgot to check that. How fast does my friend the frog move? Boss type equals 150. So I'm not sure if these numbers are right, but not sure if these values are right. But that's one of the things I'm going to test once this is all. There we go. Velocity 0. And finally, the easy one, 2. 0. 0. Now, if I'm correct, now, this is absolutely not necessary. I do want to check. Do want to check. Doing a check. Not speed scale. Good, that's good. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, I may have messed up. I may have messed up the way the ship turns around. Okay. There we go. 6. Okay. There we go. That should work. That should work. Or it won't work. See in a moment, won't we? I'm focused. Kind of focused. Yeah, I don't know why these redemptions don't play in the text to speech chat. That's annoying. I mean, maybe I'll find a different speech text to speech program, but for now this will do. I'm not changing that now. Anyway, what am I doing? Who am I? Huh, I didn't hear it. That's weird. Why would it play in the stream but not in my eardrums? I have all my sounds turned on. No, that's not right. Do I have that sound turned on? Is that why I didn't hear it? Second. I'm going to redeem my own cowbell. Alright, I'm going to do it. Interesting. Very interesting. As I realize I'm referencing a show from the 60s that's even older than I am. Very interesting. Right, okay. And then I went to, I got so caught up thinking about laughing, I forgot what I was doing. What am I, what, what is even going on here? What day is today? Where am I? Hang on. Yeah, I don't hear any cowbells. That's not right. Why can I not hear my own stream? I have the stream thing that make noise turned on and turned up pretty loud. Well, I just want to see if this crashes. If it knows how to move. Okay, clearly I messed it up. Ooh, I wasn't even trying to do that. That's good. Anyway, let's see if I got these guys to move correctly. No, I don't. I messed it up entirely. Dang, I was excited too about this new, brand new, exciting new newness. Oops. Well, that should still not be happening. Did I set the wrong variable? I didn't think I did. I spoke too soon, I got zapped by that bouncing ball. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Totally messes this guy up. But wait. Ah, maybe my numbers are just too low. No, it would still be moving if my numbers were too low. It'd just be moving too slow. Uh, yeah. Please, no more crickets. Crickets. Ribbits. Yeah, move and slide should be. What does this do? Move and slide. Moves the body based on velocity. This is in physics process. Yeah, I don't think I need delta. Let's go to my old friend. Let's go to my old friend, print debug, and see what happens here. Okay, it's 50-50. That's fine. I'm going to stick another 10 at the end of all these and see. Stick a 0 at the end of everything here. If that makes any difference. Uh, does this need a collision area 2D? Is that the problem? I need a collision area 2D. Is that the problem? collision shape 2D. Whoops. Why is there a Z there? Don't put a Z there. Yeah, let's put it down there. It's fine. Shape. Rectangle 2D. That shouldn't be required to make the thing move. Yeah. Yeah, whoops, I lowered the volume. That's way too easy to do. Okay. Now, I'm looking down here in the lower left at the values of velocity, which are supposed to activate right before move and slide. Let's try that instead. Will that work? Yeah, I'm going to restart this and just make sure. Oops. Yeah, it's not working right, obviously. Hmm, interesting. Very interesting. Well, it's dancing. It's dancing. That's perfectly right. It's perfectly wrong. Okay. Well, first of all, I did make the numbers too high with that last. Okay. Okay. I see what's happening. I'm just not sure why it's happening. I see what's happening, but I'm not sure why it is happening. For one thing, I did make those numbers too high, so let me lower all these to back down to all these velocity numbers down to lower all these numbers down. Huh, this is interesting. You see the problem here. I have to readjust the speed of everything, I think, but I'm I'm glad I put in that I am glad I put in that collider. I see what's happening. It's moving the character body 2D, but it's not moving the sprite that's attached to it. So let's take a look at some stop. Let me just see if it was working before. Let me see here. Global position X is greater than 1,000. Let's make greater than or equal to. Close that. Yeah, I messed something up here. I mean, it's important that I mess things up to fix them stronger. Back there. I cut all these numbers in half at some point, but right now, let me just see. Let me just check something. Hmm. And again, I'm not really keeping an eye on the game. I'm keeping an eye on this. What is happening here? Okay. Well, that's the problem there. Got to multiply by motion x and motion y. Okay. And it's bouncing around properly. Might I have to do some brute forcing here? Okay. Still doesn't look right. Going way too fast. Way too fast, but it's moving a little more smoothly. So let me play with some speed values here. Let's cut that in half, for example. What does this look like? Is okay. I divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 15. 30 divided by 5 is 6. Uh, 10 divided by 5 is 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if this is exactly what I want, but well, that was fun. I know what the problem there is. I forgot to have it stop when it explodes. That's a one if then statement problem. In fact, I know where it's not even a new if then statement. Yeah, I think that's a little too slow. I want it to be a little faster. That's okay. Oh right, I didn't change the speed of the of Temagaz. Where are you? Where are you, Temagaz? 2 to 20. Let's make let's make him 5. See how fast that is. Oh, that's a little too fast. Let's make uh him 3. Let's make him 3. Okay. Well, that's amusing. Anyway, Hmm. Okay. Not boss int. Wait. Hmm. Hang on. If space. Okay. Oh, I see. If space dot capital S space is less than or equal to 0. There we go. That should fix the explosions. Oh, he looks a lot smoother now. Speed's a little off, but yeah. Is it still showing? It's still showing good. Oh, I see. I see what I need to do. Okay, that's fine. Hang on a second. You say 0 or boss intro. Yes, this actually simplified the motion controls a lot doing it this way. And it looks a lot smoother. And it crashed. What the hell? Oh, derp. Because I left off a colon and I spelled a word wrong. Uh, Save that. Restart. There we go. I hear you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, moving a lot smoother now. It's it really looks nicer now. I may play with the speed some more, but um, okay, that's a different problem. I know what the problem is, but it's fine. I know what the problem is. It's fine. I don't know what the problem there is. It should not be moving. You know what? I do want this guy moving a little slower. Oh, good. I can still hit it. I was afraid I'd messed it up so it couldn't be hit at all. I do want this guy a little slower. Velocity, yeah. So let's turn it down to 2. That's fine. I don't care. Eat my face. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fix that. Now. In fact, I don't need this collision shape 2D after all. Ah. How odd. Should not be doing that. Should not be moving during the intro. Still, this seems smoother. I like it. I like it. Um, whoa. That's fine. Oh, okay. Check that there's no. I shouldn't have boss anywhere in here anymore. I should have boss, body slash boss instead. Okay. I'm ignoring interdivision. It's supposed to be an integer. Why is that even an error? Okay, let's check boss body. Okay. Check my variables here. I'm sure I have a paused. A paused variable. I have an intro variable. Okay. Let's go back here. Check this again. Rocket. Rock. I may change that sound effect. It was just kind of a joke, but yeah, that's the wimpy version. I want to make sure that no bosses turn up in this stage. Okay, good. There's a routine that sets the boss sprite far off screen, but it was being overridden by the line in the boss in the new boss motion routine. Okay, let's check these guys. Doesn't move. Starts moving. Okay. Doesn't move. Starts moving. Disappears. Explosion disappears properly. Okay, you, Claude. Come on. Okay. I think I'm going to make that so it's not checking whether you're exactly above it, but within a certain radius of it. Because it's now a little seems a little too sensitive now with the new motion routine. And this guy, of course, didn't have to do anything to his movement routine. Yeah, because he don't move. Damn it. You need to make it so your shots uh, don't become harmless while you're during your death in animation. Well, I think I know why. It's because your shots become because the enemies stop during your death animation, and the enemies can't be hurt when they're stopped. I don't remember why I did that. Oh, I remember. It's so when if you shoot their explosions, it doesn't count as hitting them again. And also, so you can so and it's also worked it into the hang on a second. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'll close that. That's good. So I want to make a few more little adjustments here. Now that I've made the movement smoother and smoother. Now I want the boss type equals 10. Global function dot y plus equals n times motion dot y. And unfortunately, this will need to be in both of these. Okay. Okay. Well, what was the other thing I wanted to do? There's another thing I wanted to do. Oh, yes. I want to make the random motion of the Cyclops a little more. It turns out I don't use either of these variables, but it's okay. I can leave them there. I don't use this one either. Let's remove that. I don't need that. Instead of using Y deer, I put it right into motion. Uh, type int. Why am I spelling out integer? Anyway, match boss type. Where? Yeah, here we go. See, every 30 frames is half a second. There we go. Oh, right. And so every half a second it change instead of every frame instead of changing speed every frame is going to change speed every half a second, every 30 frames. A wider variety of motion as well. And I want to take a look at that guy. I want him to be the starting guy. So let's make this alien type array 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what is this? There we go. I want Temagaz to be the starting guy. Wow, he shouldn't be. I am making. Well, welcome to the chat, Astoric Czar. Sorry, I couldn't. I'm just making a basic Space Invaders type space shooter and wondering why this guy keeps running off the screen. I'm not sure I want to keep that. Oh, Asto. Ah, well, welcome, Asto. I'm making a basic, inspired by Space Invaders space shooter, and I'm working on revamping the movement patterns of the bosses right now. Because these guys are not don't really need much of a movement. They're just gonna run around and shoot loads of things at me. Ah, little eyeballs. What I want to do. No, but it's my first shooting game. or it's my first shooting game in Godot at least. I may have to teach myself about collisions and uh, such like that there. But for the last 2 weeks, I've been working on my first platforming game, which taught me a few tricks that I'm trying to import into this. Yeah, basically yes. This is not my first Godot game, but it's my first Godot game with instancing and collision detection. That's right. That's right. If you understand, I'm old enough to understand why the bouncing ball says intruder alert. That's how old I am. Yeah, I think I have too much sway on this guy's motion, his speed. Uh, Going to just ignore him for a moment while I let's make it 1 to 10 and see how that looks. Yep, if you understand why the bouncing ball is saying intruder alert. Okay. In fact, it shouldn't be firing that thing quite so often, but because there's an old arcade game called Berserk where one of the enemies is an invincible fiery face that bounces at you, and when it appears, the robots say intruder alert. And the robots look kind of like that boss, or vice versa. Not exactly. Of course, not exactly. All the bosses actually reference old video games, but that wasn't intentional. The frog ribbiting. Just wait till this guy shoots. Oh, oh! Did you hit a command? Oh yes, there was that some cowbell happening there? Oh, story time. Yes. Well, story time. Oh, let me see here. I gotta stop coding and start storytelling. Ah. Oh no. But anyway, all these bosses are in. They weren't intended to be. Okay, this guy was not intended to be based on anyone. But when I saw how he came out, I decided to add that bouncing ball based on Berserk. I might re-record that voice too, but it's not. That's not me. Obviously, that's a. That's just a. But this wasn't. I mean, the bullets for these guys, the non-standard. Yeah, yeah, he'd be pretty neat looking. Oop. Yeah, That's why I kind of like that deadpan intruder alert voice. Yeah, this boss was directly inspired by the flagship from Gorf. You of course know what game I mean when I say Gorf, right? That's yeah, no, but oh really? I thought I had this turned up pretty good. Yep, Gorf, which is ironically frog backwards. We turned that up so there's explosion noises. Makes it a little louder, better.
Asterix R. Said.
Yeah,
No idea.
yeah, I, which is good because then who owns Gorf now? Uh, Warner Brothers. Yeah, I think Warner Brothers owns Gorf now. Weirdly enough, is that right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Warner Brothers owns Gorf now. They have no clue they own Gorf, I'm sure, but they don't know and they don't care, but they do own it. So hopefully they won't see this and sue me.
Bluebird underscore songster. Said. What was Gore?
Gorf was a shooting game with five different stages. Stage one was a flat out Space Invaders clone.
Said. At Bluebird underscore songster some type of shooter apparently.
Yes. And stage one was a blatant Space Invaders clone, only with fewer invaders per screen. Stage two was called Laser Attack, with five little ships moving around the screen very rapidly and dive bombing you, with one of them using big laser guns, hence the name Laser Attack. The third stage was a blatant ripoff of Galaxians, to the extent it was actually even called Galaxian. Fourth stage was called Space Warp. Ooh, I like this. Okay, fourth stage was called Space Warp and involved ships coming out of a black hole. You didn't even have to shoot them, you just had to survive.
Asterix R. Said.
And stage five.
Maybe you shouldn't have read out loud feature because it will distract you when you are in the middle of a sentence.
That's, yeah. And explosions. I always get distracted in the middle of a sentence. That's part of my charm. I think the flagship comes down too low. And anyway, the stage five of each loop is the flagship, which works exactly like that one,
Or songster.
more or less.
Stage 5. XD.
Uh, of Gorf, not of this game. I don't know why it keeps going so far off the screen like that. I need to, must be moving it too far too fast? Huh. It's supposed to turn around the second it hits the edge. And since it's checking for that, not even the second, the once in every 60th of a second, it hits the edge. This guy is not based on the frog from Frogger, but we can pretend he is. Or pretend he's not. And this guy is based on nobody. I made him up for a Commodore 64 game some time back and managed to uh, recreate him exactly, much to my own pride and amusement, despite the fact that that Commodore 64 game is long since lost, and I have no references
Asterixar
other than my memory.
said, "What is the first game you played?"
First game I ever played? I think that was. I'm pretty sure that was Pong.
Asterixar said,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first game I ever played was Pong on not not the original Pong. It was some Pong clone on my neighbor's television. I don't know what it was called. TV tennis or something most likely. I don't know what.
Asterixar said, "Mine was actually Donkey Kong."
Wow. Yeah, I remember the first time I played Donkey Kong. Where did you play Donkey Kong? Right. You played at an arcade? Was it at someplace
Asterixar
weirder? Oh,
said,
some console. The
"On some old console I don't even remember the name of."
mm, Coleco.
Asterixar
Was it ColecoVision?
said, "I was 6."
Uh, yeah, I mean, it was released for most consoles. Some ports were better than others, of course. Um, what happened to my background? Oh, that's what happened to my background. I'm gonna turn this off. I didn't want to. Floating square. Wow, now it's an actual pixel. Look at me, I'm now an actual floating pixel. Hello. Um, Hi, I'm a pixel. Anyway. Whoo, it's feeling goofy.
Bluebird underscore songster said, "Was it a game console when you were 6 as well?"
Ah, it
Asterixar
sounds like it.
said, "I mean, I lived in Syria and we
Lived
had
in
ancient
Syria.
technology back then, so we all played old games."
Wow, what year was this about?
Said, at Bluebird underscore songster, no idea.
About what? How long ago was this? Donkey Kong.
Asterixar
What was I going to do?
said, 2011.
Ah,
Asterixar said, something like that.
so you got into it. You got in. You played Donkey Kong long after it was released. Yeah, might have been ColecoVision. Might have been Atari. Might have been lots of things. Probably wasn't in television. That version was pretty crap. What am I doing here? Oh, right.
Asterixar said, I mean, my parents called it Atari. Asterixar said, but it had Mario in it. Bluebird underscore songster said,
Oh, Atari. Oh, it might have been Atari. Yeah, Nintendo didn't have their own console back in the early
Does
80s.
Atari have a Mario game?
Oh, yes. Atari has loads of Mario games. Well, not loads, but three. Three. Because Donkey Kong Jr., and Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, just plain Mario Brothers, all came out for the Atari 2600 and 5200, and I'm pretty sure 7800. It was back then Atari, not Atari. In the early 80s, Nintendo didn't have their own console, so they licensed their games out to other companies. And Atari, so Mario Brothers was actually a first party Atari game. It was the Wild West back then. Copyright was Wild West back then. We all had no idea what was going on when it came to copyright. Just going, oh, someone's releasing a game. Good, I'll get it. Oh, right. That I did. Hmm. I think I want to just pull this in a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
Asterixar said, "Oh, in Syria there is no copyright. Everything gets pirated because there is no law for copyrights. All PC games were pirated back then."
Hmm.
Asterixar said, "And sold on black markets."
Oh. I mean, I didn't. Don't tell anyone I said this. Don't tell anyone I said this. But most of my Commodore 64 games were not really purchased in the store. We, there's this myth.
Songster
Oh
said,
yeah, oh yeah. We
"Ads,
did not.
so you're familiar with that kind of situation.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because it's funny to say now, because this is such a lie that was always told. But one of my brother's friends literally had an uncle that worked at Commodore. So so it didn't get so they had Commodore computers and loads of software.
Said, "Oh dang, the ads."
Oh, there's ads.
Asterixar said, "Even now most of my games are pirated. Old habits die hard."
Well, I would never pirate a current game.
Said, "What ads?"
Is it ad time? I can't even tell. I don't get a notification when there's ads. At least not anywhere I could see.
Said, "I fully agree with you there. At Asterixar, piracy is the way." Bluebird_songster said, "At Asterixar, oh, I guess I'm the only one who got the ad."
That's odd. You shouldn't get ads if you're subscribed, right?
Asterixar said, "At Bluebird_songster, probably because I have ad blocker."
Oh. You're even pirating my show. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's fine. Hmm. There's a little. That's not worth.
said, ha ha ha
But
ha.
yeah, I have to say,
Asterixar
because I'm on the air,
said,
I definitely buy all
"Yeah,
my games
sorry."
legitimately now.
Bluebird underscore Songster said, no problem. I have an ad blocker too, but still XD.
Oops.
Asterixar,
I'm still proud of the way that ball bounces.
yeah, Siri, we believe you.
Yeah. You know, I
Bluebird
do.
underscore Songster
I do actually buy most of my games.
LOL.
I mean, all of my games.
Asterixar said, got him. Bluebird underscore Songster said, also, without the hitbox, this game is looking pretty fire NGL.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to
Asterixar
shut the boxes
said,
off. I wanted to see what that looked
he
like.
said most.
No, I mean all. No, I mean I pay for every game I have. Every game I own was in this entire room was paid for, and the other room too. All the other rooms. Gee, haven't I
Said, I buy most of my games too. The rest I get for free via connections in the games industry.
Well, I have a few of those too. I'm counting those among purchased games because, as far as the companies know, I bought them.
Asterixar said, at Ill Philly my connection with piracy is stronger.
I think mainly it's old arcade games and old
Ill
8-bit
Philly
and 16-bit
said,
games
but mine is lawfuler.
that I really prefer. That I really, I mean, pay for.
Bluebird underscore Songster said, which will help you keep your paladin powers in 3.5.
What if I want to be an anti-paladin? Well, then I not only steal the game, I blow up the game store afterwards. But yeah, yeah. I kind of don't want to code anymore today, so I'm just going to shoot things for a while. I think I'm going to do a few more. I'm going to do a few more tweaks here and there. Like this guy needs a bit of a tweak. He's
Asterixar
it's too easy to slip
said,
by him, so he's not
Never
reacting to me going
mind
under.
healing. Are you not supposed to make the game? Not play it? Ill Philly
I got some.
said, these powers are important to me. How else am I supposed to sense and smite evil?
Hmm, yeah, he only seems to notice me when I'm standing still, and I don't like that. I want him to charge at me regardless of whether I'm standing still or not. And I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. I'll give him a more sensitive detection area. Right now, I think he just checks to see if you're directly below him. 3. There. If global position X equals blue ship global position X. So, I'm going to copy this and drop it over here in a comment.
See you tomorrow for Borderlands Grunkle P.
Okay, yeah. I will be playing Borderlands tomorrow.
At Ill Philly, are you using the Duolingo sub?
There we go. That should make it a little more sensitive to not quite sensitive enough. Let's make it 5. Let's give it a big detection.
It ran out, but I like the owl icon.
What else I want to do? Okay. Yeah, I've given myself a safe spot in the corner here. I'm not sure I want that.
Asterixar said, "This is so weird. Why does my chats get read out slow and the others fast?"
That is weird. I don't know what's going on with my voice to text, or text to speech, text to voice, voice to men. Okay, this gives me a slightly different problem. Anyway, attacking. Boss attacking equals 0. Hang on. Boss attacking equals 2. No, hang on. Set that to 500.
Asterixar
Pause that for a moment.
Ill Philly has like 2x speed on me.
That's weird because I don't have it's not set manually. It just I don't have it like set manually or anything. There's no settings to give different people different speeds that I'm aware of. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Keyword filter, no, events. Oh, what the? Hang on a second.
Asterixar said, Your PNG looks like the character I made in my game. It's funny.
Uh, okay. Oh, you mean the little blue stick figure guy? Yeah, he's from my previous game. Find the flag. Uh, so I've been using it temporarily. You know, temporarily for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. For yeah, that's the playable character in Find the Flag. Let me pop that into chat so you can see what that looks like. Oh, yes. That goes over here.
Me.
Said. https://greatunclepixel.itch.io/find the flag.
And you're right. It said that a lot faster than it says your speech, and I don't know why. That's weird. How fast does it read my speech?
Great Uncle Pixel.
Said. How fast does it read my speech?
That seems like that does seem faster. That's weird, because I've got no way to set that.
Asterixar. Said. This is mine.
Hmm. Oh, let's see it. Let's see it.
Asterixar. Said. Is it any slower than yours?
It does sound a little slower, and that's odd. Because like I said, I don't have any way to set that. Yeah, I don't have any way to set that. I don't see.
Said. Guess Google Translate just hates me.
That's weird. It does sound. It sounds almost hesitant when it reads out your line statements compared to everyone else. That is kind of odd. I have to say. I have to say. Hmm. Was I doing something with a video game? I'm pretty sure I had a video game going on here.
Said. She's intimidated by your pirate ways. Yar, laughing face. Asterixar. Said. Hell yeah.
That's what it is. It's all you. It's all because you're all pirates, and I'm the only one who gets all his games legitimately. Do you hear that, DMCA? Legitimately.
Bluebird_songster.
Do you think they bought it? Do you think they bought it? Yeah, do you think they bought it? I hope they bought it. So bought it like the way I bought all my video games. You're right. This game looks a lot better without the hitboxes.
said. I mean, it's kind of funny that I'm making a game and at the same time promoting piracy.
Yep. People are going to steal your game. They're going to come into your house, take the game out of your computer, take the money out of your pocket. Okay. One false. I think I will upload this to my website. I think I will do that right now, in fact, before I make any other changes that mess it up.
Asterixar said. Bro, all I did was playing free games.
Yep, going to free game jail. Variable aliens. Oh, it shouldn't be up here. It should be here. Let's separate those from the arrays. Those arrays are going to get messy when I finally set up the proper number of stages. So I probably won't write them directly in the program. I'll write them somewhere else and copy paste them into the program.
Asterixar said. I tried your game but it's confusing. I couldn't find the flag.
The flag's hard to find. Well, I could play a quick game of that and show you the general idea behind it. Let me black this out while I switch, because otherwise it'll just start showing random weird things. I don't want to just show random weird things.
Asterixar
Hmm.
said. I literally looked at every square. Asterixar said. No flag.
That's odd. The arrows should lead you right to the square, even if the numbers are a little confusing. There's my flag game.
Asterixar said. What arrow? What numbers?
See, when you on each square you have to hit the fire button, or I think it's Z. Maybe I should also make it spacebar, but here I will.
Said. XD, I think I missed something.
Yep, let me bring up the game here. This game takes longer to load than. And I forgot how nice. Well, anyway, there we go. There it is. Haven't played this in a while. Let's hope I remember how to play it. No, that's the wrong window. Where'd it go? Why is it playing in the window instead of opening a new screen? That's weird. Um, well, that's fine. It's fine. It's weird, but it's fine.
Said, that's on me for not reading the wall of text.
Yeah, yep. It explains how to play it. Huh, that's weird. Why is it showing gray? Okay, let's try this again. No. 2D. Play. Well, this is interesting. Why won't it play the game in another window like it does for everything else? What is happening here? Did I set something? Uh,
Said, what's wrong?
well, that's weird. Normally, when I debug a game, it opens it in a new window, but it's opening it in the same window. It's not only opening it in the same window, it's not showing it in OBS. It's just showing it as a gray block. In the actual program, there is a game in that game, gray block. But it's not showing up in OBS, and I can't get it to separate into a different window for some reason, like it always does. And normally a remote deploy, is that right? Can I do that? That's weird. That's neat. I didn't know I could do that. Well, I just taught myself something, but put it into a web browser. Anyway.
Asterixar said, just try the itch.io version.
Yeah, that's true. See, when you hit the button, you get a number. It shows how many spaces away it is. Or you hit a bomb and you have to start all over. And it should be right here. Here? Here, there we go. And if you hit P to pause, it brings up the controls over here on the right side of the screen. Z. It's the Z key. Probably should have made it space, but and every time you hit a bomb, the graphics get a little more corrupt, which is why there's bees all over my character. Every time you find the flag, it becomes less corrupt. And you have to follow the clues.
Asterixar said, okay, I got the flag.
And you just try and get it on the basic time mode. You try to get as many times as you can before time runs out, and it keeps track of your high scores. And every time you find the flag, you get a few more seconds. But also, every time you find the flag, the timer gets a little faster. There we go. There's also different modes. There's Fog of War. Fog of War is fun because it has extra bonuses and penalties that go off just by walking into a square. That's the bomb shield. Now the next bomb will not affect me. Still have to hit the buttons like that. And that's the worst one, the Flagaport. Oh, come on. Oh, right. This is a very random game. And then there's the Chase the Flag, which I hate because the flag is moving. So interesting. That means it's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's over here somewhere. There we go. It moved to me. So the flag is moving. Doesn't know, it moves in a straight line, but sometimes it moves diagonally. And I'm not good at this game. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, free drawing mode. There's nothing to do here. Just make colors.
Bluebird_songster.
And find the frog, my favorite variant.
Maybe you should make an in-game tutorial for this game.
That's not a bad idea. And this is Find the Frog, where all the rules go out the window. Okay, I know where the frog is.
Asterixar said, I got 13. Asterixar
Ooh,
said, score.
nice. I caught the frog! Yeah, Find the Frog is a very different game from Find the Flag. Oh! Okay. I saw a bug there, but... yeah. That is... Find the Frog is based on Hunt the Wumpus, an old computer game. Rather than on Find the... Well, Find the Flag is based on a completely unrelated Atari 2600 game. And also, you can turn off the... Nope, that's the wrong button.
Asterixar said, at Bluebird_songster
Right.
really needs a tutorial, but as a side project which is free, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess it's not obvious to that you have to reveal clues to figure out where the flag is, at least in game. But yeah, these best times are normally saved. They're not right here because this is just a debug version. May have saved it for all I know. I'm amused that the player sprite is still visible here. I mean, there's always some more. And there's also a... What is going on with that sound effect? But it's also a there's a one player versus CPU version where computer is the red guy's moving on his own.
If you tap Z, then remove your finger fast. You don't die, but you can see what is under you.
Oh, player 2 removes bombs too when it finds them.
said. I mean you don't get hit by a bomb this way.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I don't see that. Oh yeah, I got. Ha! Yeah, I am getting hit by those bombs. Oh, found that by accident. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, still finding some glitches here and there even after all this time. I think this is over. Yeah, this is over. And let's see here. CPU time. There it is. Best times versus CPU. Glitch free. 147. Yeah. Mud mode. Fog of war. Chase the flag. Mud mode.
Asterisk R.
Mud mode's annoying because you move a little slower.
You got sidetracked, lol.
Yep. Ow. I I just kind of enjoyed this game. That's why I made it.
Asterisk R. Said. The game is fun but it just looks bad.
Hmm.
I know this is the art style you are going for.
Ooh. Yeah, deliberately going aping the Atari 2600 art style. Wouldn't be a bad idea to make a second version that's exactly the same but with better graphics. Not today.
Asterisk R. Said. But with a visual upgrade I mean a lot more people would love it.
Hmm. That's that could be. I did put a lot into this game. This is my most complete game. Well, my most complete Godot game. I've got plenty of other games floating out around there somewhere. Not on itch.io, though. Oh, I did get the 10. Nice. Hate mud mode. Computer can go faster. There's also an... there's also a two-player... Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. Yeah, that's it. There's also a two-player mode. It's not timed, it's just, I forget what the key is. It's F. Right. What the? That's not a major error, but that's an annoying one. Should change back when you let go of the button. Player 1 can also use a controller on this one. Actually, Player 1 can also use the mouse. So that can Player 1 can also control this with the mouse. Presumably I could use touch controls if I have a touch screen, and I do. Yes, yep, touch controls work. Very nice. Pretty nice. This button. What did I do? Did I mess something up? Sound effects aren't great on. It's weird. I'm not supposed to sound that choppy. Doesn't seem to like it. I guess it's better on itch.io, which I could just play right here. In fact, oh, itch.io opens in a new tab window. Wait, what am I showing here? Great. Poopy. Use my screen. Got it? Um, okay. Oh, okay, yes. That's good. Good. What was I looking at? Right, I was looking to find the flag. It's a game that I have. Okay, yeah, that sounds better. And now I'm just thinking about how many, there's an even more glitched version. The glitches are deliberate, of course. In the glitched version, the bombs never disappear. Man, I can't see those numbers at all. And it doesn't reinitialize all the way when you find the flag. There we go. There's always a little bit of snow in the background in the ultra glitched version. And then there's the not at all glitched version where no matter how many bombs you hit, there's no glitch. The graphics don't change. I enjoyed making this game. I started for a game jam where the theme was glitches, hence hence both the art style and the glitched graphics. The idea was you're playing this game on an old console that's been sitting in the back of your closet for 30 years, and so it's not working quite as well as it used to. I didn't actually get it finished in time for the game jam, but I enjoyed the concept so much I kept working on it for a while. Because when I started this, I had no idea what I was doing in Godot. Just literally none. Literally none. In some ways, it shows. Code's not the most elegant under the hood. I could probably redo this from scratch and it would be better. And maybe someday I will. Get to play this again. I like this game. Laggy. Which may be the problem with all that. Of course, it may be a problem with all the things I have open right now, too. That, my streaming program itself sometimes slows things down.
Underscore songster said.
Oh, I hear voices.
Yeah, exactly. Bluebird underscore songster said. It'd make a great app.
Hmm. And yeah, I have to work some more. It would be a good app. I think it would be a good phone app. A little, because it's already, the one player version at least is already touchscreen enabled. So it's, if you touch the square you're in, it shows you the clue. If you touch any other square, he moves to that square. And it can also be done with the mouse, which is a little easier on a non-tablet. But yeah, it could be fun. It's also playable with controllers. Incidentally, if you can hook a controller up to your computer, it will control it. That's why I have hit P. That's why I have cross BA, triangle XY, arrow keys, or control pad. Player 2 is still keyboard only, and that was one of the things I wanted to work on when I got two controllers. I also wanted to try and make it online. So two players could play from anywhere. Oh dear. My bouncy, energetic background music has ended, and with it, so has my not yawning. Man, the music stopped, and I started falling asleep. What the? Um. Okay. That's the one who accidentally deleted their own game. Sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at the game name Game Jam, which I. Nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, anyway, people like my games. That's it was a weird thing to say because I don't really have that many games, and they're also my computer's starting to lag. I think I'm going to call it here before everything blows up. Close that. No, actually, that's better now. There's something up with Find the Flag too. I need to get in there and take a look at that before I release it anywhere and optimize the heck out of it because it's lagging my computer. This computer's less than a year old. Should not be doing that. Yeah, it's fine now that I've closed my windows, but yeah, it took a long time to load. And okay, okay. So I think before I make it an app, I'd probably have to optimize it drastically. There's a lot of things happening here. Quite proud of it. I'm still very much proud of it. Garbage in the left. That's a big thing. These 20 color wrecks didn't need to be there. I could have done that with a single. Yeah, I could totally. Yeah, yeah. Like if I were to do this now, there would not be 63 color wrecks back here. Then again, now that I say that, the color wrecks are important. I'd have to read the fog of war. If the modes where the squares change colors are tied to those 63 color wrecks, or 64. No, 63 color wrecks. There are only 63. The first one's 0, 1, right? Yes. Color rect 1 to color rect 63. Two animations here I don't use. I don't animate. Oh no, it does animate properly. Right, I remember figuring out how to animate things. I would redo some of this were I to and yeah, that's where the frog came from for the other game. That's the frog. I made some of these into emotes for my for the channel. That's how proud I was of these. Still am. Still am. Let's see here. Where are my emotes?
Great Uncle Pixel.
said. Great of 4 clock 2 great of 4 numbers great of 4 protected great of 4 arrows.
Now you got me reminiscing about and feeling nostalgic for my own games. And because of that, I think I'm gonna go get some dinner. I think it is time for dinner. Time for dinner. I've done stuff today. On Monday, well, we'll see on Monday. The plan is to start a new game. Another new game. Which hopefully will be okay. But anyway, another new game that'll be loads of fun. It's going to be different from these last three, mostly. Well, not mostly, almost completely. And what am I doing?
Said.
Yep,
Keep building those skills, Grunkle P.
that's the plan. I'm going to keep getting better and better and better until I am the greatest programmer of all time. And tomorrow, as usual, I will be playing a video game instead of coding. I am in the middle of my Jacobs only, cash only Borderlands 4 run. And so I'll be around for that tomorrow afternoon, starting at 2 p.m. CEST. We're on CEST now, I think, which is 8 a.m. Eastern Time or, geez, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. But you don't have to get up that early. I'll be playing all night, probably. And I will see you then. So good night, good programming, good day, good luck, good weekend, good golly, Miss Molly, goodness gracious, and